Luxury, it has a way of pulling people closer even when they pretend they don't care. A way of whispering to the human mind, not shouting. A way of making someone feel something they never knew they were missing. People think luxury is about price, logos, or showing off. But those things barely scratch the surface. The real psychology behind why people crave luxury is far older, deeper, and stronger than most admit. And today, Velvet will take you through that hidden world, the part of human desire that brands don't talk about, but completely depend on. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Velvet, because the world we are about to enter, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Luxury begins as a feeling long before it becomes an object. Imagine a person walking into a store, touching a leather handbag, running their hand across a silk tie, or slipping into a pair of perfectly crafted shoes. Their pulse changes, their breathing slows, their mind quiets. In that moment, they're not buying a product, they're buying a version of themselves. A better, stronger, more admired version. Luxury is the world's most elegant illusion because it sells identity, not items. But the truth is even deeper. Humans have always used symbols to signal power, from kings wearing crowns to warriors painting their armor. Today, luxury brands have replaced the crown. A Rolex is not a watch, it's a modern scepter. A Birkin is not a handbag, it's a social passport. A Bentley is not a car, it's a rolling announcement that the owner has arrived somewhere, the rest haven't. These objects become personal billboards, quietly broadcasting status without the owner saying a single word. And this is the first psychological lever luxury pulls. The desire to be seen, but to be seen in the right way. People don't just want attention, they want the right kind of attention, respect, admiration, envy. The moment a luxury item enters the picture, it changes the social environment around the person. If a man walks into a room wearing a normal suit, he blends in. But if he walks in wearing a perfectly tailored Italian suit that costs more than a used car, people notice something different. They may not know why, they may not even consciously care, but subconsciously, they feel something shift. Luxury manipulates perception, and perception manipulates behavior. This is why luxury is powerful. It makes other people treat you differently, even if they don't realize they're doing it. But that still isn't the full truth. Because luxury doesn't only change how others see you, it changes how you see yourself. The confidence a person feels when holding a well-crafted bag or wearing a luxury fragrance is not imaginary, it is psychological armor. The brain links quality with self-worth. The mind begins to associate an object with a feeling. A perfume becomes a personality. A dress becomes an identity. A watch becomes a sense of time and control. This is the second lever. Luxury enhances the self-image of the buyer, not because of money, but because of meaning. People think the rich buy luxury because they have money, but the rich buy luxury because they understand the emotional return on investment. Middle-class buyers often justify luxury with logic. It's durable, it's high quality, will last longer. But wealthy buyers, they buy luxury without needing a reason. That is why the psychology between income levels is so different. Middle-class consumers want the object. The wealthy want the feeling. And emotions are the most expensive product on earth. Luxury brands know this. They don't sell leather, they sell legacy. They don't sell metal, they sell mastery. They don't sell fabric, they sell fantasy. The marketing behind luxury is designed to make the buyer believe they're entering another world. A world where time slows, where craftsmanship matters, where life is art. This is the third lever. Luxury creates escapism. The wealthy already live in comfort, but they still crave beauty. Middle-class buyers crave escape from the ordinary. Everyone, regardless of status, seeks something that makes life feel more meaningful even for a moment. That's why luxury stores look like museums. That's why sales associates speak softly. That's why lighting is warm, music is slow, and everything is spaced perfectly apart. You're not shopping, you're entering a dream built to separate you from reality. Luxury is theater, and the customer becomes the main character. But the psychology goes even deeper than identity, perception, or emotion. Luxury taps into the most ancient part of the human mind, the desire for scarcity. Humans value what is rare, and luxury is built on controlled limitation. Hermès could produce millions of Birkins tomorrow. Rolex could flood the market with watches. Ferrari could build enough cars for everyone. But they don't. They restrict supply on purpose. Not because they can't produce more, but because producing more would destroy the fantasy. Humans don't just want something nice. They want something others can't have. This is the fourth lever. Scarcity, not natural scarcity, artificial scarcity, manufactured scarcity. Luxury thrives on what psychologists call exclusivity anxiety, the discomfort someone feels thinking they might never get the object they desire. People chase what runs away from them. They value what rejects them. And luxury brands know this better than anyone. Why do you think luxury collections drop at specific times? Why do waiting lists exist? Why do you need purchase history before you can buy certain items? Luxury brands are not selling products, they are selling access. And when access is restricted, people crave it even more. But let's go even deeper into the mind. Because luxury also speaks to the fear of insignificance. People don't want to be forgotten. They don't want to feel average. They want proof that their life has meaning, that their work matters, that their existence leaves some kind of mark. Luxury becomes a symbol of personal achievement, even if the world never sees it. A man may buy a luxury watch and keep it hidden. A woman may purchase luxury jewelry she wears only once a year, but knowing they own something extraordinary gives them a sense of being extraordinary themselves. This is the fifth lever. Luxury validates personal success, not publicly, privately. And private validation is often more powerful than public attention. The secret is this. Luxury is not about showing off, even when it looks like showing off. Luxury is about fulfilling emotional needs that are older than civilization itself. The desire to belong to a higher group, the desire to stand out, the desire to feel worthy, the desire to escape reality, the desire to be remembered. People buy luxury for reasons they can't explain, because those reasons are not rational, they are biological. But here's something even more surprising. Luxury also creates self-discipline. When someone finally buys their dream watch or bag, they often take better care of other things. They dress better, they walk straighter, they behave differently, they become more intentional about their life. Luxury becomes a reminder of the person they want to be, an anchor to a more refined version of themselves. Luxury doesn't just upgrade your wardrobe, it upgrades your mindset. And this is why luxury has survived every recession, every war, every economic collapse, every generational shift. While the world changes, human psychology doesn't. People will always want to feel something special, something exclusive, something meaningful. And as long as humans desire more than survival, luxury will always have a place. Behind every luxury purchase is a story. A woman buying designer heels may be healing a childhood of lack. A man buying a luxury car may be proving to himself that he made it out of the struggle. A young adult buying a premium fragrance may be searching for an identity they haven't grown into yet. No luxury item is truly bought for what it is. It is bought for what it represents. Luxury is emotional storytelling written in leather, metal, and silk. Now imagine all of this happening at the same time. Identity, perception, emotion, scarcity, validation, fantasy. The buyer isn't making a choice there, following a psychological current pulling them forward. And luxury brands are masters at controlling that current. Why do people buy luxury? Because luxury speaks to the deepest parts of the human mind. Because luxury makes the ordinary feel extraordinary. Because luxury turns a moment into a memory. Because luxury allows people to step into a life they dream of, even if the dream lasts only a second. That is the truth brands never say, but always use. And that is why luxury will never die. This is Velvet, where we reveal what others hide. If you want more psychological breakdowns like this, the real truth behind wealth, power, and luxury, make sure you subscribe. The deeper we go, the more you'll understand the world the rich live in, and the world they don't want you to see.